Alright, what's up guys? I'm pretty much just gonna clean up everything, sand this, hit this with like a 400, and get ready to paint. And by the way, if the video is shaky, I'm sorry guys. I'm using the Sony. I'm not bringing the gimbal out here to get all dirty, so I'm just holding it. My new cameras and mics should be here, but I don't know what to do with the wheel wells. I guess I'm gonna paint them red and then see what you guys think. I mean, I'm gonna paint them red and then I can always put black over top of them, but I think I'm just gonna paint this whole, because everything that's gray right now was red. Like, that's how it was when I got the car. So everything, I think I'm gonna paint black that's flat. That's like flat up against this. It's hard to show you on the Sony because it's so zoomed in. It doesn't have a wide angled lens like a GoPro. And then I'm just gonna like follow that line. And from here down will be black. I really don't know. I guess I'm just gonna spray it all red. I was sitting here going over this. Actually a pretty good job for rattle cans. The only spot that I can really tell is right there. I didn't get too good. So that's still a little red fuzzy right there. Which that's fine. I mean, rough that up, paint will stick to it. I got all up in all these grooves and everything. I'm so used to what a GoPro looks at, especially because I always have it in super view, so I can get all the way up here and you still see the whole car. Now I gotta be like way back here. Yeah, dude, that's kind of ridiculous, honestly, because I'm not even playing. I'm usually right here talking about the car, and you can see the whole car in the frame. Alright, like I said, I'm just gonna clean up right now and turn the heat on. When I primered this, you know, the shop was at a steady 58 degrees. So it says, the can said you can do it at 50. The actual paint wants you to be at 70. And I don't want the furnace blowing while I'm trying to paint, you know, just throwing dust around, because I mean, it's in a shop. It's just gonna blow dust everywhere all the time. And then I'm gonna crank the furnace up to like 85. 85, once it's 85 in here, I'll turn the furnace off, let it sit for a good hour so all the dust and everything calms down. And then I'll spray, and it should stay above 70 for a few hours in here. It's done being tacky. I'll turn the heat up to like 80 and let it sit overnight at 80 degrees. I'm re-primering it. I started sanding. I don't know if you can tell right there. I just didn't get enough primer in a lot of spots. That primer's a lot thinner than I thought it was. Right there, down to bare metal. I thought I put it on heavy. I just hit it with a leaf blower, wiped it all down. I'm gonna spray it all again with primer. Alright guys, I'm going to attempt to sand and see if I hit metal. The big parts are gonna be these strut towers. Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna be good now. I'm not grabbing the sandpaper. This primer just fills up paper. I got this camera to start recording. There's just no audio, which I mean, I guess I could just put this on my head and use this camera microphone, but everything up top is with a 400, everything you can see. I actually ended up learning that you could use a Brillo pad, like a red Scotch-Brite pad, and it actually is awesome. My one buddy told me not to use it up top because you'd probably see the scratches in the paint. My other buddy said he's done it 1,000 times, and you just put an extra coat of paint on there and you're good. But I don't know. I ended up using 400 grit on the top, using this everywhere else that you didn't really see. Except for like over here by like this caulk and stuff. Like I didn't want to leave scratches or nothing, so I kind of just took the weight of the pad itself and would just go like that until it was scuffed up. So like everything around like all this caulk, since there's a shit ton of caulk on these cars, you just go around it like that. My thing is, I'm more worried about the paint sticking. I hate this camera. All like around here and stuff, I'm just going with the Brillo pad sideways, because I'd rather have a little bit of scratches in there than it not stick. You know what I mean? I don't want it just flaking off like the paint that was on here before. But you actually don't see anything over here, so I don't know why I'm babying it. There's that rubber piece that comes down and around, and then everything up here is covered. I'm definitely not a painter. I'd rather pull an engine any day than sit here and do this. But it was like, the Brillo pad's super easy to get like in spots that like it's hard to get in with sandpaper, like going around all this stuff. So sitting there all day, just going on one little side, you can pretty much just wipe it down. It's quick, it's easy, and it works. It's back out here. So I'm gonna go around it, make sure everything's scuffed up pretty good, and I'm gonna start wiping it down. I don't know if I want to wash it. Alright, talk to my buddy. I'm just gonna wash it. I'm gonna hit everything with a shop vac, get most of the dust off so I don't just make a sludge bath. I'm gonna wash it off, scrub it with a little tiny bit of dish soap and a Brillo pad, and then I'm gonna rinse it off super good. Then I'll hit it with the leaf blower, get all like the puddles of water out of all the little corners and cracks and crevices, put it up in the air, turn the furnace up, let it sit, hopefully be able to paint tomorrow. That's the plan, and I hope it all goes good. The paint's been pretty much dry for 3 days. You don't need to see me run a shop vac, right? I'm just gonna hit everything with a shop vac, get all these big piles of dust out of here. I'm gonna wipe it all down tomorrow with solvent regardless, but at least I got the majority of the dust off, so I'm not sitting here just scrubbing for 9 hours trying to get dust off, you know what I mean? You'd pretty much never get all the dust off if you didn't rinse it off, I don't think. Alright, next day. I got hit with that final wipe and like a lint-free towel that he gave me a couple of. And then I'm gonna hit it with like a tack rag, a tack cloth. Then I gotta mix the paint up. I gotta practice though. I'm gonna practice with this stuff just because I'm not gonna use this because it's probably a different type of paint, but it should at least give me an idea how this sprayer works. And then this, I don't know, I've just been nervous because I don't want to mess it up. It's 8 parts of this, 2 parts of this, 1 part hardener. So, and this I believe is only 40, yeah, this is 40 ounces. So, I mean, you might as well make up 33, which would be 24 ounces of paint, 6 ounces of reducer, 3 ounces of hardener. Mix that up, that'll make 33 ounces, and it'll fit in here perfect. Which I'm sure I'm gonna have to do that twice. So, I don't know. Just kind of stressing out over nothing. I really hate this camera. I really apologize for it being shaky. There's nothing I can do about it. I don't think I'm ever gonna do this again. This is the most stressful thing ever. Because I actually care about this car. You know, I've painted stuff in the past, like 4-wheelers, and I painted a Mustang once that I didn't really care about at all. But this, I want it to be good. Like, I'm this close to just saying screw it right now at this point and having it sent and having someone else paint it. I mean, what's the worst case? I mess up the paint and they can just paint over top of mine. They just have to scuff it up. So I just kept wiping it with this rag. And then, you know, I'd wipe it. I'd start over here on this side, wipe it all down. Then fold the rag, start on that side, wipe it all down. I just kept doing that and doing that and doing that until you end up getting nothing on the rag. Hopefully the paint sticks good. I guess I'm gonna mix up some paint and practice. Alright, if you haven't been able to tell, I'm totally not that comfortable with doing this. I got that fender, I got some wood, just figure out how the sprayer sprays, and then this is just a nightmare about mixing this up. I'm so nervous about not getting it right. Oh yeah, I still gotta hit it with that. Put that on there. Still need to go over the car with that. Sitting there trying to get used to that sprayer. That thing is touchy. You like barely touch the speed and it just starts dumping out. So I'm gonna leave it on pretty much the lowest setting possible, and just, if I gotta do 6 coats, I gotta do 6 coats. I don't know. I'm just gonna do it light. I'd rather have it light than just sit there and have a puddle of it somewhere, you know? damn, it's the next day. That shit looks great. I can't believe how good it came out. Dude, that sprayer is the shit. I didn't like it at first. I probably didn't get used to it to probably like the third pass, but Jesus. This was so worth it. My God, just look at it. This thing is amazing. I am so impressed with this. There's like no orange peel anywhere. Like, I'd be happy with this from like a professional shop. It looks like there's orange peel on the camera, like where the light reflects at, but there isn't in person, I promise you. Like, as I'm looking at the screen, looks like there's orange peel and bumps, but it's only where the light is at. Look at this. It was so worth it. That sprayer was worth it. I could not have gotten this at Cans. There's no way. No way. I cannot get over how nice this came out. Honestly. I can't. I keep coming out here looking at it. It's just amazing. It came out so good. But about the camera situation, I apologize, I really do. I just having a nightmare with it. I got a new camera, but it's messed up, so I'm sending it back. I'll show you the footage. It's this one right here. Just look how red it is in here. I don't get why this footage is like this. This is what I usually use. This is the new one. I got a new mic adapter coming. I got 2 new mics coming so I could use both cameras, but this is just junk. So I've been on the phone with them for 6 hours today. Nothing I can do to get rid of this orange. I got a new mic coming for this camera right here because it's just the mic that's messed up. I thought it was the GoPro. I thought it was right here, this where it plugged in at, but it's not. I was like, oh, I'll upgrade and I'll get a newer camera because this stabilization on this one is supposed to be amazing, which it is. Like, the footage is super smooth. It looks like shit. I don't know how else to say it. This is how it was right out of the box, and I've tried to go through every setting. I don't know, it's been a nightmare. But alright guys, I'll see you in the next video where I'll be putting a fuel pump in, and the new mic should be here today. So I'll just get back to using this one, and everything should be good until they send me a new one of these, and then the video should be a lot smoother. See ya. I'm gonna die for this shit. I'm ready to flip and end up in prison the rest of my life for this shit. So my mama ain't want me, she got in the bush, and I end up surviving this shit.